Hello again, Tarleton fans. Byron Anderson here for another edition of To The Point, brought to you by the Edge Apartments in Stephenville. Our guest today is the head coach for your Tarleton track and field and cross-country teams. Patrick Ponder will join us. He is in his 14th year as the head coach of Texans track and cross-country. Coach Ponder has an impressive resume. It includes 7 conference championships, 7 coaches of the year in conference, 54 All-Americans, 2 individual national champions, and 1 national championship relay team. Coach Ponder, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Byron. I appreciate you having me on.
It's a good day to ask you, too, I think. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Just looking at your outfit, I can tell that that you might have enjoyed some happenings last night in the sports world down the street in Arlington. It's been a while in the last year since we decided to go Division I. And a lot has changed in a lot of different areas. We haven't had any matches or games yet, but there's got to be things that are happening different for coaches as they've moved throughout the year, whether it be recruiting or what have you. Can you talk about some of the differences that you've seen in your last year here as opposed to those first 13?
Well, sure. Byron, with everything going on with the COVID, a lot more Zoom meetings with the prospective student athletes, a lot more phone calls. Obviously with the dead period, we can't go off campus recruit or have them on campus. So that pretty much handicaps us in that area. But you make the most out of it. Just looking at some of the numbers that are being produced by right now with the cross-country athletes that are in season. So we're able to keep tracks on them. And then obviously we're hoping that when the outdoor season starts in February for the high school teams, by that time we'll be able to go out and watch them compete.
Yeah, that would be a good thing. I think everybody just wants to get out a little bit. When this hit last year, obviously it affected your track and field season. You were just coming off the indoor season, I believe, if I recall right. But you kind of have an interesting perspective, I think, and 2 specifically different ones that you can provide, especially last year. Not only are you a coach, but you got to coach your daughter last year, who was doing really well at the time that everything shut down. Can you talk about a little bit how that affected, but also you as the father of Kylie and just her now moving on to the next step of her life with it ending so abruptly?
Well, it's twofold, with being the dad and the coach. It was awesome to be able to watch her compete and see how she would grow as a young lady on and off the track. And, she did a very, very remarkable job. As a coach, when you see your daughter competing and knowing that she's at the top of her event in the 400, and then all of a sudden, that's the excitement. But then all of a sudden, when we got the call from the NCAA that they were canceling the season, that was just heartbreaking. As a dad, because now you don't get to see those, and knowing that this was going to be her last spring, it made it very difficult to swallow. But Kylie's resilient. Kylie has goals far above and beyond just track and field. She wants to be a sonographer. And so for me as a dad to see her have those goals and pursue those the way she has is remarkable. From the coach standpoint, to see her leave, it's kind of and not letting her complete her senior year was kind of a gut check, so to speak. Because, who knows, what she would accomplish. She was a national qualifier and didn't get to compete and in indoor. So, outdoor was one of those that was going to be special. We were going to have our first outdoor meet, the Dr. Joe Gillespie meet in April, and we were looking forward to that. So, there was a lot of things that COVID took away that we can't get back, but we just move forward and we look for the things that are to come.
Yeah. There won't be an indoor season this year as well. That will change. Hopefully that'll be something that next year you guys can do. But it does look like you guys are going to get to have that meet you talked about this April. Can you talk about the excitement, looking forward to that?
Sure. And we'll back up just a bit with cross country. We're going to be able to have cross country January, February. And right now we're looking at a meet at Incarnate Word sometime in late January. And then the conference championships are in Seattle on February the 27th. And then we take about a month to regroup and get ready for outdoor. The outdoor season will start 18th and 19th of March at UTA. We're looking forward to that. And then the Dr. Joe Gillespie will be April the 22nd on a Thursday night. Be pretty much a tri or quad meet. It'll be a very low-key meet. It'll be our first meet back, Byron, I would say in the last 3, 4, maybe 5 years that we've hosted a track meet here. And so it'll be exciting, and hopefully our fans will be excited to see us compete. I know as a coach, I'm looking forward to hosting a meet where our fans can see the talents that we have on display.
You mentioned fans, and obviously if people are watching this and can't tell what kind of fan you are, they may be not able to see the video because you've got your Dodgers gear on. They won the World Series yesterday. Can you just talk about, I mean, if you don't know Coach Ponder, he not only has that stuff on, every day he has his LA Dodgers coffee cup that he sips his coffee out of. You better make sure that you refill the coffee maker, too, if you drink the last sip. Coach Ponder will teach you. But talk about the Dodgers and winning the World Series. Did you jump up and down at the house or what?
No, actually, I was pretty calm, and I don't know why. I don't know if the pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays was throwing so well that I think I almost conceded that game and was looking forward to the Game 7. But then when things changed in the 6th or 7th inning for our favor, all of a sudden I started getting pretty excited, thinking, hey, things could change, and obviously they did. And, it's exciting. It's been, 32 years since the Dodgers have won a world championship. And so, as a Dodger fan, it was a load lifted. Finally, we'd been there 3 of the last 4 years and couldn't get the job done. So a lot of excitement. I had to contain my emotions on last night, but now Saturday night was a different take. I was pretty rabid fan on Saturday night, the way that went down. But the fact that they won, I'm excited, and I do like I do with all of my teams. Now that baseball season's over, we'll move into football and go cheer for somebody. I'm kind of more of a Saints fan. I like the Cowboys, so I'm kind of on the fence with those two teams.
I think you need to declare your fandom. I need to keep track because it's. I gotta be honest with you, Coach. It's all over the place. Right?
Well, yeah, Boston Celtic fan for basketball. And hockey. Now I am a Dallas Stars fan with hockey because I really don't know anybody else. So exciting to watch. But yeah, baseball has always been the Dodgers. The Cowboys, and I'll have to be honest. When the Cowboys, in the 70s and 80s, so I'm kind of dating myself. But that was my team, and I cheered for them. Pretty much all the way through. Even when Tom Landry was fired, that's still a bitter appeal to swallow. But I do appreciate the Cowboys. I don't know that I watch them. Used to in my younger days. My life on my weeks were dictated on how the Cowboys how their game was on Sunday or Monday night. But now I think as you get older, you start learning how to put some things in perspective. And yeah, I like them, but it's not the end all be all.
Well, the good news is we had our football season schedule come out last week, and the team here at Tarleton's pretty dang good, so you can watch them.
Yep.
That's what I've started doing.
And I'm looking forward to it because I know Coach Witten's going to have those. The good thing is I get to see them practice every day, pretty much sharing the same facility. And I've always said, Coach Witten, I hope I'm not putting a mark on a head football coach, but Todd Witten is probably the most laid back head football coach I've ever seen, and how he handles his practice sessions. And you almost wouldn't even know he was out there or he was even the head coach because of the way he carries himself in practice sessions, and he and I have a relationship. So I truly want the Texan football team to be very successful, as all of the programs here at Tarleton State.
All right, Coach. Hey, appreciate you taking the time to join us. It was on a little bit short notice, but again, good day to get you today. As you can tell, his Dodgers won, and hopefully in the future his Texans will win as well. Thank you, sir.
That's good. Thank you very much, Byron. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thanks to Pat Ponder, head coach of the track and field and also cross country. Thanks also to the Edge Apartments here in Stephenville for bringing us to the point. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by searching Tarleton Sports. Until next time, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you at the game or at the meet.
Because of this, we made Ford Super Duty the most capable heavy-duty pickup ever. Because of this, we built Ford F-150 with 375 horsepower and best-in-class payload.
Rescue 614 en route.
Because of this, we built Ford Ranger with the terrain management system. And because Ford trucks are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand.